Today, I'm here to answer some quick questions from you guys on TRT, gear, enhancement, that whole controversial topic. So I hope your questions will be answered in this video. Leave me a comment. Feel free to DM me any questions, and I'll link my social medias in the bio. Be safe, guys. My perspective and 2 cents on a topic that I think deserves a lot more attention. It's a very controversial topic. Topic today, guys, is natty versus enhanced. Now, what do these terms mean? What does it mean for bodybuilding? Is it wrong to be enhanced? Does taking creatine make you natty? So in a nutshell, natty is a slang term for natural bodybuilding, whereas on the other hand, we have enhanced bodybuilding, which means that you are currently on or in the past have been on a cycle of hormones. There's really no in between. Now, a common question is with this topic, and it's a very controversial topic, like I said. The most common question is, why would someone become enhanced as a bodybuilder? And honestly, my honest answer and opinion on that is, or at least I'll keep it on me. For me personally, my physique after 7 years roughly hit a plateau where it was extremely difficult for me to pack on lean muscle mass. I tried everything, working out harder, different routines, hitting from different angles, diet, more creatine, nothing was working. And this happens when a bodybuilder falls in love with the sport, the work, and they invest so much time into it that their body just comes to a point where you plateau. A huge misconception with enhancement or testosterone replacement therapy, TRT, is that you can just enhance yourself and then sit on your ass and do nothing and then build muscle. And honestly, that's a myth. You cannot do that. Yes, it will greatly improve the rate at which you build muscle at a noticeable rate, but it's nothing super drastic to the point where you can just cheat the system. So bottom line, whatever route you take, you're still going to need a solid workout regimen, a routine, a diet. Supplementation is optional. You're gonna have to put in the work if you want the results and you want to enjoy the sport, but you cannot just take hormones and build muscle by doing nothing. I will debunk that theory, and I don't see any point in doing it otherwise, unless you are an older male individual who has low testosterone count and you have a testosterone prescription administered by a professional healthcare provider. That I can understand for libido purposes and you name it. Does taking creatine still make you considered a natty? Yes. Creatine is a legal, natural, heavily studied over-the-counter supplement. So bottom line, fellas, what is my recommendation on gear? Do I recommend it? If I do, when to take it? What age? Is it appropriate? Is it necessary? These are all valid questions that you may have. And my honest answer to those questions are, in a nutshell, I would wait. I would hold off as long as you can until you hit that plateau. If you're serious about bodybuilding and you do it 6 to 7 days a week like I do, because it happens, you should wait. Because the older you are, the better. You do not want to risk jeopardizing your potential for having a child, starting a family, damaging your organs, having cirrhosis of the liver, psychological side effects like rage, anger, anxiety, panic attacks. These are the more extreme side effects of anabolic steroids. Will they happen to you? They could. They might not. For me personally, I just got really confident and my libido went through the roof and I put on muscle like crazy. Facial hair thickened, voice got deeper. All those cliches you hear are true. Yeah, there's a lot of positives, but there's also a lot of potential negatives based on your genetics, who you are, and how you react to these things. So take this with a grain of salt. Take this seriously. Be careful. Do your research. And if it's something you really want to do, then make your own decision. But I would hold off until you're at least 30.